Have you ever wondered what the most expensive items are in Rainbow Six Siege's history? Well, in today's video we're going to be taking a look at that list and explaining why they are as expensive as they are. Ranging from simple things such as just being old, or oddly specific things like having to report bugs to Ubisoft on the test server. Now before we do jump into today's video, I want to ask you guys a question. What's the most expensive item you currently have in your account? Because for me right now it is Onami, which is only sitting at around 6,400 credits, and all the skins featuring in this video are going to dwarf that number by comparison. Now with that being said, if you guys go on to enjoy and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more, and without further ado, let's jump straight into item number 1. Starting off then, we have Hibana's Faceless One Headgear. Now this headgear is currently going for around 40,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits, and this headgear was only obtainable by pre-ordering the Rainbow Six Siege board game. Now the Rainbow Six Siege board game itself was actually very expensive to pre-order. Now the skins themselves that were actually available with the pre-order were actually voted upon by the community, and I must say some of the skins included in this pre-order were some of the best, most unique Rainbow Six Siege skins I have ever seen, and to be honest, I think they might be worth the price. Now the next item in this video is a weapon skin that also went along with the Legion bundle for the Rainbow Six Siege board game. This is the Torn Warding weapon skin. To be honest, the weapon skin itself is not that impressive, but it is going for 42,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits, and as you can see, there is no one currently selling this weapon skin. Moving on then, we have a weapon skin that everyone should know about, and it is the Glacier skin. Now there is a lot of Glacier skins in the game. All of them are considered extremely rare, as they did release all the way back in year 1 season 1, the very first season of Rainbow Six Siege. And as you can see, the cheapest of these weapon skins go for around 43,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits. In my opinion, this is actually not that good of a weapon skin. I don't understand why some of the more expensive weapon skins in Siege's history are as expensive as they are, when there are so many better weapon skins that go for dirt cheap. Throwing out another question to you guys, the viewers watching this: do you own any Glacier skins? If you do, comment down below. Moving on then to some more expensive Glacier skins, we have 3 more here. We have the MP5, AK12 and MP7. They range between 44,000 and 57,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits, so a little bit more expensive, and it's probably because in-game they are probably better weapons. Moving away from the Glacier skins then for a while, we now move on to the first charm of the video, and this is a 2017 Invitational Pro Charm. Now I'm not 100% sure how these charms work, but I do believe that these Invitational Pro ones were only given to the actual esports players who were on stage. Either that, or it's like a select few of the people who attended the event were given codes for this charm, which is why it's so goddamn rare. As you can see, it's going for 70,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits right now, and if you're wondering, 2017 was all the way back in year 2 season 1 of the game. Next up then, we have a pretty interesting R4C skin. This is the Spellbound skin, which is currently going for around 84,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits. Now as you guys can see, this weapon skin actually released in year 7 season 2, so this is one of the more recent skins in this video. But why is it so goddamn expensive? Well, to start off, I believe it was one of, if not the first 3D and animated weapon skins added to the game. Also, the only way you could ever obtain this weapon skin is if you managed to get someone who hadn't played Siege for a very long time to log back on, and you then had to play a certain amount of games with them. Maybe it was like get a certain amount of wins with that returning player, and this was essentially a motive for Ubisoft to try and get old players back on Siege back in year 7. So the reason why this is so rare is because it was a very tedious process. A lot of people who hadn't played the game for years were not interested in coming back, and the people who were playing did not have friends from that period who were able to help them. In my opinion, the skin itself is kind of cool, but I don't know if it's worth 84,000 credits. Next up then, we are moving on to another charm, and you will see a recurring theme with these charms. They are typically from really old Siege Invitational events, and as you can see, this one is from the 6 Invitational Attendee 2018 event. Now, as you can see, this charm here sold last for 95,000 25,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits, just shy of 100k. Now again, to obtain this charm, you actually had to be in attendance in the audience of the Siege Invitational in 2018, which again was around year 2, season 4. So the reason why these charms are so expensive is because obviously there's only a certain amount of tickets for the people who can actually attend the events, and not only that, it's just not really feasible for everyone to be able to afford to go to these events. For example, this was almost certainly held within America. Here in the UK, I would have to pay for flights, for accommodation, and any spending money on that trip as well, so this would end up being a very expensive charm for me in real money. Moving on then, we have the most expensive Glacier skin in Rainbow Six Siege. This is the R4C Glacier skin. Once again, the skin that released in year 1, season 1. This is going for 100,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits right now, or just shy of that. And as we all know, the Glacier skin is probably one of the most iconic rare skins of the game, and the R4C is probably the most iconic weapon, so it just makes sense that this is why it's the most expensive Glacier skin. Moving on then, we have a bundle, a set of items that a lot of you guys are probably unfamiliar with and are wondering, why is it so goddamn expensive? Now this bundle would be called the Siege Champions Program, and every item from this bundle is extremely expensive. As you can see, the headgear goes for 110,000 credits, the weapon skin goes for 250,000 credits for the MP5, which is absolutely insane, and then the uniform is the most expensive item from this bundle, going for 300,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits. Now I believe the way to obtain this bundle is if you were actually a creator within the Siege Creator Program. This was then given to like only a select few of the biggest creators within that, I believe. So this is an extremely rare skin. There's probably not even that many in the world right now. I'd probably say there is less than 20 in the world. So yes, it does kind of make sense why it's so expensive, but again, I don't think this black and white themed outfit is worth that many credits. Well, jumping back a few gears then, we have another weapon skin. This is the 6th Invitational VIP 2019 weapon skin for Jaeger's Carbine. Now this currently goes for 230,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits, and I believe it is one of the most expensive weapon skins in the game. And once again, this is only obtainable from the 6th Invitational 2019 event in real life, and I'm not 100% sure how you actually got the code for the weapon skin itself, but clearly there is not many of them available in the world, and that is why it's so goddamn expensive. At least this weapon skin looks a little bit better, but I think if I was rocking this in game, I don't even think anyone would notice it's such an expensive skin. Next up then, we have another charm. We got the 6th Invitational Player 2019 charm. This is going for 250,000 credits. You guys already know how these charms work. And then a massive jump into the Clover charm. Now there is only 8 or less than 10 of these charms in Rainbow Six Siege. They were given out to all of the players who actually helped find all of the hidden golden clovers around the Emerald Plains map when it first released. Statistically, I do believe this is one of the rarest charms in the whole game. Ubisoft are never re-releasing this to the public. This is only obtainable through the marketplace now. They are no longer handing out these charms to people who helped find the clovers, and with a price tag of 400,000 credits, I don't see anyone obtaining this anytime soon. Another astronomical jump then, we have the 6th Invitational Player 2018 charm. This is currently going for 470,000 credits, nearly 500,000 credits, and this is the charm from year 2 season 4 as well, but this is the player charm, so I believe this was definitely given to the people who actually played on the main stage. Moving on then to one of the more iconic charms in Rainbow Six Siege's history. This is the Frost Raptor charm, which is currently going for 560,000 Rainbow Six Siege credits. Now the way you were able to obtain the Frost Raptor charm was actually by getting 3 bugs in Rainbow Six Siege reported to Ubisoft and them to acknowledge it and fix it. Now on top of you having to be the one to file all 3 of the bug complaints on the test server, this was also only available 6 years ago on one of the earliest versions of the Rainbow Six Siege test server. That is why this charm is so rare, and obviously it pays homage to the Frost Raptor legs bug, which was all the way back in the OG versions of Siege. In my opinion, it's actually one of the cooler charms. I do like it, but there is no way in hell it should be worth 560,000 credits. And then finally, I don't know if this is some Rainbow Six Siege money laundering going on, but we have a pistol skin from the Rainbow Six Siege board game pre-order, Torn Warding, going for 640,000 credits. Now, at the time of recording, this is the most expensive item. This has only been sold once in the last 30 days, and it's been sold for 640,000 credits. With that being said, that is the most expensive Rainbow Six Siege items in Rainbow Six Siege's history. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want more videos like this. I enjoyed recording this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.